TRW, Royalists and Roundheads 1, Battle of Naseby, back here, 12:30 hours turn. Let's see. Starting at the beginning of the game, turn, order, phase, part B, command change. So I do want to review quickly, because of now that the left and the right, well, actually the left, right, and the center are now in contact. If orders need to be changed, it's a bit more important now. Langdale switched to the stand command, which is what they're going to stick with. But since Langdale, actually, I guess never mind, the commanded muskets here doesn't count. But I will say North Horse from Langdale and North Horse from Langdale, 2 units of North Horse from Langdale, gives me an opportunity to talk about the muster command. The muster command is a bit unusual during the command phase of any turn in which at least 2 combat units of a leader's force are either routed or destroyed. The command chit of the leader may be changed to muster, no die roll needed. So here's the here's muster. Combat units with a muster command may move up to their full movement allowance during the movement phase. They may never enter a hex that is closer to an enemy combat unit than 5 hexes away. Muster units that begin a turn closer than 5 hexes to an enemy unit must move so that they are 5 hexes away at the end of the turn. That's another ambiguity. What if they can move away, but they can't move away 5 hexes? Okay, you have to put that clarification in there. Leaders with a muster command have their command span increased by 1 hex. Muster units receive no melee combat die roll modifiers, which you would expect. But Langdale, I'm not going to do it here, but Langdale does have 2 routed units. But actually, the formation as a whole is pretty large in total number of units. So it's not a large percentage of the formation. They'll stick with a stand command for now. Astley in the center has Astley wants to try to change his to attack, as he failed before. He's going to try and attack. Rupert, no reason not to stay with his attack command. Yeah. On the parliamentary side, Ireton stand command is okay for now. Skip on should have a stand, yep. And then obviously Cromwell has just started his offensive with his attack command. So that'll all stay. It's just Astley here with a command rating of 2. Let's see if he can change his order. Nope, rolls a 3. Now, if I had moved Charles up so that Astley was within the command span of Charles I, Charles has a command span of 4, then I would have been able to subtract 1 from the die roll, which means I would have succeeded, given Astley's command rating of 2. So I have to try again next turn. All right, that's the command change step of the order phase. Now we go to the first player movement phase. Okay, command. Again, real quick. Langdale here has a command span of 5, so everyone's within his command span. Astley here has a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then by extension, everyone here is in command. Of course, he does have this unit, yep, back there. And then Rupert is good. Okay. So movement. Langdale wants to get up. Wow, these are really weak 1 strength cavalry units. Oof. There. Again, with a stand command, they can move 1 hex. Come over here because we got the Cromwell's cavalry there. massing there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now we get up on the first turn's free. 1, 2 up the slope. So at least this unit doesn't have to deal with meleeing or firing up the slope there. So I guess actually the musketeer there doesn't have a zone of control, so that the horse can just move right away. Yeah. Oh, here we can... Actually, I have to move up. Alright. Now, did I do all the movement I have to? These units must... And 1 hex closer to the enemy. I think I did that. They all moved up at least 1. He certainly wound up closer to the enemy. He moved up. They moved up. Yeah. And then they moved. Actually, I guess I can go like this. 1. So, yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay. First player combat phase, fire combat phase first with defensive fire. Definitely have defensive fire in the center here. Yeah, I guess just the center with parliamentary. Was it parliamentarian? Parliamentarian defensive fire. Am I saying parliamentary? Parliamentarian defensive fire. All right. Start here, obviously. Forlorn hope. Now, do they want to try to pull back before? No. They are going to fire with +1 for range against Bard's infantry there. Yeah, they roll 1. That's definitely nothing. Actually, I guess there are these commanded musketeers over here as well. So here, that's not gonna. The next one, Oki B. Wow. Oki C. There we go. 5, but he still needs a C. Still needs a 6 to get a morale check. So that's that. And then let's see. Oh, now I can't remember if I rolled. No, they rolled a 1. Okay. All right. Skip Bond's infantry there. 2 of them against Howard's cavalry there. So the infantry is 5 or 6. 5 morale check, 6 step loss. So that's a morale check. Let's see. I guess I have to go in order. Bard passes. Rolls a 6, printed morale of 8, and then the next infantry underneath. Okay, they get the 6. There we go. Because another morale check wouldn't matter. Now, once again, this is just a completely. Okay, let me explain this. The rules say they can only take one morale check per. As a matter of fact, let me just get it. Exactly. It is. Units can make only one morale check as the result of each type of combat, even if required to make more than one check. And type would be fire and melee, even though it's not specified. They took a morale. They had a morale check here. Then they take a 1. But a 1 is supposed to be followed by a morale check. Is that... Are they supposed to check morale again? No, I guess not, because was it considered to be... Maybe it's considered to be all simultaneous. I guess that's one way to look at it. Who knows? But that's the way I'm going to play it, I guess. That's the way that I can consider it, I don't know, rationally works out. It's all the same. Only one morale check. Yeah. Seems odd. Well, no, it definitely seems odd. But I don't know. I guess there was something found in the playtesting, probably. Yeah. Let it go. Forlorn Hope here against York's infantry. 5. That is. No, they need a 6 for. Oh no, it's +1 for muskets at range 1. So it is a morale check. Morale check for York. They have pretty morale of 10. They pass with an 8. Now, skip on. I'm sure has 2 infantry under here. Yep. So 2 firing down at Page's infantry there. 2 is nothing. And a 1 is nothing. Now Montague against Lisle. 3 is nothing. And then Fairfax is going to fire against Lisle here. Lisle's infantry there. Ooh, they get a 6. That is a step loss. That is a step loss for infantry at range 1. And then they have to do a morale check. Pretty morale of 9, and they pass with a 3. So that's all there. Yeah, that was all good. And then no defensive fire for the cavalry over here. All right. Offensive fire. All right, here we're going back. Bard returns fire against the Forlorn Hope unit there. Infantry plus, no, not +1, but a 2 is nothing. York returns fire against the. No, they're not going to fire against Forlorn. Well, actually, it's -1 going. Yeah, they're firing up the hill, which is -1, which means only a 6 is a morale check on the. All right, 5 is not enough. I'll just go right down the line. Page against Montague there, not enough. Lisle against Montague, -1, nothing. Astley and Hopton's infantry, not enough. And now Lisle here is firing back, but they do not have the -1 because they're up on the higher ground now. But that's still nothing. Okay, and this all cavalry over there. Okay, now we go to melees. Okay, again, I'm generally going to follow the pattern of trying to mass attack so that I can overcome attacking units not passing their commitment morale checks. So Northampton A and B in that order. Oh, there we go. So A is not in. B is in. All right, 7. So Northampton B. Butler 9, and he rolls a 9 and he has a 9. All right, so They're in, so Northampton B, strength of 3. Yeah, 2 is not going to be anything. Let's see, Butler, he's a strength of 4. Yeah, 3 is not going to be anything either. Just not enough to get a result. That, of course, is a quick calculation. Yeah. All right, here, Maurice Lifeguard, Rupert Lifeguard, each has a morale of 10. Maurice Lifeguard, they roll 11. They're not in. Rupert Lifeguard, they're not in. So just nothing. That's just, wow. I think I need to mass even more. It's like you need a 3 or 4 stack against 1. Oh well. Rupert C and Vaughan A. So Rupert C is in. Vaughan A is not in. They're all at 12. So Rupert C against Ireton. Against Fairmuiden. Morale of 9. -1 for being stacked with the commander. 9 minus 1 is 8, so he passes his morale check. So now this, I can't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it was. I guess it's Rupert C. Yeah, I should have paid attention. I'm not going to get anything with 3. Fairmuiden with Ireton. Not going to get anything with 2. Wow. All right, Maurice and Vaughan C. Yeah. Maurice is in. Gotta remember that. Maurice is in. Vaughan C is in. Roll a 2. All right. So we got 5 strength points. Let's see what happens with the defender. Oh, doesn't have a good morale. Only has a morale of 7, but he rolls a 6. Rolls a 6 and he's in. So now we finally have 2 against 1. Maurice and Vaughan C against Association Horse. All right, Maurice and Vaughan, they need a... All right. Have an attack command. That's it. It's just 4. The strength of 5 is 1 short. Association Cavalry is only strength 1, and they roll a 1. That's a whole lot of nothing. All right. Queen's Cavalry. Oh, they're in. Roll 7. They're in. That was at Fleetwood 8, and they have a morale of 8. So they're in. So it is Queen's Cavalry over and over and over again. 3-0. A 3. Unbelievable. Wow. Whole lot of nothing. All right. Here, Forlorn Hope. It's the 2 cavalry there. Howard, they're in. They roll an 8. Have a pretty morale of 8. Howard C, 8. Pretty morale of 8. All right. Might as well try to roll to retreat. They actually get a 5. I think it's 5 or a 6. So they can retreat through enemy zones of control. So 1, 2, and 3. I think that's allowed because they retreat 1 to 3 hexes. They can retreat through enemy zones of control, and they can pass through friendly units because the moving unit here is a skirmish unit. Let's see, advance with Howard's cavalry there. All right. Page and York meleeing up the hill there. So Page rolls a 9, they're in. York Rolls an 8, and they're in. So all right, Pickering, and Pickering, 8 and 8. Oh, 12. Pickering, top Pickering, A fails. And actually the bottom one fails too. Now, this is, I know in another game it specifies that they're supposed to separate. Let me see if it's actually in Royalists and Roundheads games. Yes, actually it is in the Royalists and Roundheads. So units stacked together that both fail their morale check are forced to unstack and retreat, obviously separately. Never mind the incredibly vague situation where they can't actually retreat separately. In other words, there's only one path, or let's say there's only one hex back. But anyways, I thought I had that at some point. All right, so there I'll put skip on with Pickering A. I wonder, yeah, I guess it is on there. So it's 1. Oh no, wait, I guess I'll have the first one. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. I pretty much have to do that because, practically speaking, because if I only retreat there, the enemy is going to advance, actually has to advance, and so they would be adjacent to the rear of the unit, also routed. Okay, York or Page I'll advance with. Well, no, I got all these other units here, so I'll advance with York. Does York face this unit or this unit? No, these guys are over here, so he'll face that unit. All right, I guess one more. Here, Lyle Astley's infantry, whoever's under him, Hopton, I think, and Lyle. All right, so in that order, Lyle B, they roll an 8. They are in. Astley, Hopton, 10, and subtract 1. So it's 7 minus 1 is 6. Easily pass. And Lyle A. Okay, Lyle A rolls a 10. He fails. So Lyle, and that's too bad because they were the one who. Oh no, wait. Lyle B is going to flank the enemy. So flanking the enemy is going to counteract. Well, actually, wait. The defender has to pass their morale check. Yeah, okay, they pass with a 9. They have a printed morale of 9, so they pass. So now Lyle's flank attack is going to counteract meleeing up the hill. So it's just going to be +1 for Astley's leadership. All right. Feels like a lot rides on this, and that's just not going to do it. Just not going to do it, I think. At least we're at the higher numbers. 9 strength. 9. Nope. 1 short. How many times is it 1 short? Did I get everything? Yeah, it's they don't have an attack command. They only have an advance command. That's not any modifier. +1 for Astley. -1 for meleeing up the hill. +1 for attacking through the defender's flank. That's it. And that's Fairfax's, and they're going to get something with 5. It's going to be +1 for the stand order. So it's 6. Strength of 4 is a morale check. So I'll just do I'll do Hopton first. They do just fine. They roll a 4 -1 for being stacked with Astley. They easily pass, and then Lyle B. Ooh, Lyle B fails miserably. Okay, so turn around, route marker, and wait. 1, 2, 3. Straight back away from the enemy. That was melee number 8. Very frustrating, very... Well, I guess they traded blows, right? They pushed them back, got up on the hill there, but then were repulsed here.